And welcome back to our live coverage from the practice courts. We have the #1 player in the world and defending champion Rafael Nadal out here on the first practice court. Nadal had a tough-fought battle yesterday against Karen Khachanov, the 27th seeded Russian. Khachanov up a set and a break early, but Rafa was able to pull through in one of the toughest matches of his recent U.S. Open career, certainly the toughest match of this year's Open. Nadal winning the last 3 sets, 7-5, 7-6, 7-6, highlighted by a 9-7 thrilling tiebreaker in that third set. Nadal was seemingly out of rhythm for most of his match, did not seem to have his timing or his feel on the court, was frustrated with himself, especially on the backhand side. He had his knee taped during the match. There were questions whether there was some possible injury that was affecting his play, but Rafa able to pull through in the end. Rafa, of course, one of the greatest fighters in tennis history, was able to do exactly that and fight through that match for a victory. When you get to Grand Slams, it's about surviving and advancing. It doesn't have to look pretty, and that's exactly what Rafa's match was yesterday. His first 2 matches of the tournament, a bit of a different story. He was up a set on David Ferrer when Ferrer had to retire due to a calf injury, and Nadal then dominated the Canadian Vasek Pospisil in straight sets, 3-4 and 2. Before that difficult match yesterday against Khachanov. In the round of 16 tomorrow, Nadal will face Basilashvili from Georgia. Nadal and Basilashvili have played once in their careers, that coming at last year's French Open in the round of 32. At Roland Garros, Nadal, of course, an 11-time French Open champion, one of the most dominant clay court players of all time. He certainly took it to Basilashvili in that match. Nadal winning 6-love, 6-1, 6-love over Basilashvili in their only matchup. Basilashvili, 26 years old, originally from Georgia, 6'1", turned pro in 2008. Has won 1 title this year. That was his first title of his career. He's coming into the tournament ranked number 37 in the world. Basilashvili, of course, started off the tournament with a bang after a 5-set hard-fought victory in the first round, 6-4 in the 5th. He defeated the 18th seeded American Jack Sock in 4 sets. Sock winning the first set, and then Basilashvili able to win the next 3, capping it off 7-6 in the 4th. He then defeated Peja in the round of 32 to set up tomorrow's matchup with the world #1 himself, Rafa Nadal. This is Basilashvili's best Grand Slam appearance to date, this first time reaching the 4th round in a slam. Rafa Nadal, of course, a 17-time Grand Slam champion, his most recent one coming in this year's French Open. He is the defending U.S. Open champ. He defeated the man that's on the court next to him, Kevin Anderson, in straight sets in the final. Nadal looking to add Grand Slam number 18 to his resume, an inch ever so closer to Roger Federer, who's at an even 20 Grand Slam singles titles. We have an exciting day of tennis for you. At Arthur Ashe Stadium, Madison Keys, last year's women's finalist, just underway, and that'll be followed by Roger Federer against Nick Kyrgios in today's most anticipated matchup. Kyrgios, of course, one of the most talented players on tour. Federer, the man they call the greatest of all time. Rafa Nadal, a 3-time U.S. Open champion. Nadal's first Open came in 2010. Also won the 2013 title, defeating Novak Djokovic in both of those finals. Nadal was one of the youngest players to reach the career Grand Slam. He's won all 4 of them. He did so at the age of 24. Nadal now recently turned 32. You see him hitting with his coach Carlos Moya. Moya, former #1 player in the world, US Open semifinalist and French Open champion. Moya's been hitting with him all week and has been playing some fantastic tennis himself despite now being 42 years old, his birthday just a couple of days ago. Let us know in the comments how you think Rafa will fare in this tournament. Also, how he'll do in his matchup against Basilashvili coming tomorrow. Should Nadal defeat the Georgian Basilashvili, he will face the winner of Dominic Thiem and Kevin Anderson. Thiem, the #9 seed. Nadal handily defeated him in the French Open final this year. Kevin Anderson, Nadal handily defeated in the US Open final last year. Anderson, the #5 seed in the tournament. Thiem and Anderson will be playing tomorrow as well. Biggest thing for Rafa Nadal today will be coming on the practice court and just getting his rhythm, just getting his timing down. He seemed a bit out of sorts yesterday. Of course, went and rehabbed after his match. He looks to be feeling healthy out here after getting his knees taped yesterday, but Rafa just looking to get his feel back on the court. It's a beautiful day out here. In Flushing Meadows, it's cool. Less overcast than what we saw yesterday. Fine conditions to be playing. Nadal hoping to find the rhythm that he had lost yesterday. Taking you around the grounds, Madison Keys down a break early in the first set. Keys hoping to go on another run similar to her run last year. See Nadal focusing quite a bit on the backhand side. Moya putting ball after ball there on the backhand side. Nadal more inconsistent than normal off the backhand wing in yesterday's match. We've seen that a lot of this week in practice. Nadal hitting 2 or 3 backhands for every forehand. Carol in the comments rooting for Rafa. Mag in the comments saying you're the best Rafa, the king. Zakaria in the comments saying that Roger is the best. Federer, of course, a 20-time Grand Slam champion. Roger Federer will be playing at 1:15 Eastern. Their scheduled start time 1:15 Eastern, depending, of course, on the finish of Madison Keys' match in Arthur Ashe Stadium. Nadal will be facing off against Basilashvili tomorrow, but schedule of play not yet released. We will update you as soon as we find out the time for Rafa's match tomorrow. Of course, we'll be bringing you his practice live tomorrow as well. And that in the comments saying good luck, Rafa. Take care. No risks, please. Magdalena in the comments saying good luck, Rafa. Kai in the comments saying vamos, Rafa. Anthony in the comments saying good luck, Rafa. Have an awesome match. Thanks to everyone for joining us all around the world here for a live practice session of the defending champion, Rafa Nadal. Rafa and his coach have been discussing his hip rotation through the ball a lot of the week on both sides, but especially on the forehand side. His coach regularly reminding Rafa not to pull up off of the forehand, but to stay down and rotate his hips through the ball, extend the point of contact through the ball. There you see his coach motioning that exact thing too, and to keep extending that follow through, extend the point of contact through the ball, rotate through it, get as much of his weight behind it as possible. Nadal, of course, hitting one of the heaviest balls on tour. This ball with exceptional height, spin, net clinching deep, kicking up high over his opponent's shoulder. Nadal forehand, truly a thing of beauty. Gulam in the comments saying, last Grand Slam of the year, very important for Roger, Nadal, and Djokovic. Good luck to all. All three players seem to be playing fantastic tennis right now. The final week of the tournament will certainly be exciting to watch. We'll see who's able to pull through. Of course, there's nothing like Grand Slam tennis, stringing 7 matches of high-quality play against the best players in the world, 3 out of 5 sets, grueling conditions. It's truly one of the most mentally and physically difficult tasks in sport. But Rafa Nadal showed us yesterday what the heart of a champion looks like fighting through that match. Shalini asks in the comments what time Rafa plays tomorrow. The schedule has not been released yet, but we will update you as soon as it is.
13:15.
Someone asked, do you have any information about a problem with Nadal's knee? We have not heard anything related to a possible injury or related to exactly what caused Nadal to have his knees taped yesterday, but we'll continue monitoring the situation. He seems to be moving fine out here in practice today. Of course, the hard court's always difficult on the body, difficult on the joints, so it could just be wear and tear or soreness, but seems to be moving fine today. Does not have the knees taped today, but we'll continue monitoring that and keeping you all updated at home. Drew saying he'll be here for the night session tomorrow if Rafa plays. Well, Drew, thanks for coming out and joining us at the Open tomorrow. We look forward to seeing you here. Of course, Joey Brander here with you all tournament long. Keep it locked in on US Open social media, at Joey Brander on social media as well, bringing you all the behind-the-scenes coverage and live player practices from the US Open. We brought you Madison Keys earlier today on Instagram Live, now Rafa Nadal across all our social media. We had Roger Federer just before Rafa, and we'll be bringing you Juan Martín del Potro, Novak Djokovic, and Maria Sharapova over the course of the day. Judy saying on the plane to NYC and heading straight to the US Open for Labor Day weekend. So excited. Well, Judy, we're excited to have you here at the Open. Of course, the Open, always an unforgettable experience and an incredible tennis venue. Rafa Nadal taking a quick breather now, chatting with his coach, former world #1 Carlos Moya. Moya has been instrumental in Nadal coming back from some of his injuries, back to reaching the top of the tennis world once again over the past year or two. Nadal back to the #1 world ranking, of course. Rafael Nadal taking a look at some of the other practice courts while he rests. Of course, Kevin Anderson on the court right next to him. Beverlyn in the comments saying, love you, Rafa. Linda in the comments rooting for Rafa as well. Let us know in the comments your pick to win this U.S. Open men's singles title. Also, let us know your predictions for Nadal's next round match against the Georgian Basilashvili. Gaurav commenting, Carlos Moya, what a great coach and friend to Rafa. He certainly is. Moya, a great player and great person as well. Check out my interview with him on U.S. Open social media, sponsored by Lavazza. That interview just a couple of days ago was an incredible experience to sit down with Moya, the Spanish legend, and chat about his memorable tennis career. Of course, Moya and Rafa, former Davis Cup teammates. Moya, someone that Rafa looked up to. Jeannie in the comments saying Rafa will defend his championship. Paula in the comments saying, go Rafa from Canada. Thank you for joining us. Thanks everyone for joining us all around the world. We love all of our international fans, of course. We bring you live player practices all day long. Of course, as I mentioned, Novak Djokovic, Maria Sharapova, Juan Martín del Potro, all still to come, so make sure you set your alert, set your alarm on U.S. Open social media. The stands are absolutely packed right now, not a seat to be had. People lining up in the hallways once again, as they have all week long when Rafa Nadal comes out on the practice courts. About 10 to 15 people deep in the hallways right now, lining up, hoping that someone will give up their seat so they can come and watch Rafa practice for his fourth round battle tomorrow. You can hear the cheers from around the grounds as Rafa walks out onto the practice courts. Nadal heading back out onto the court now. Cross-court pattern now, his forehand to the Moya backhand. This is a pattern that Nadal likes to utilize as much as possible in his matches, as many lefties do, using that high, heavy forehand cross-court, getting his opponent off balance on the backhand side, kicking the ball up over their shoulder on the backhand side. Nadal able to use that pattern to get on offense and dictate the point pattern, so he's hitting as many forehands as possible during the rally. Nadal, incredible movement around the ball there. You often see him moving around the ball in the center of the court. Oftentimes what could be a backhand, moving around it to make sure he takes it as a forehand to resume this same pattern of him pounding the backhand side with his forehand. And as we see another big forehand there from Rafa, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more coverage live from the practice courts. Novak Djokovic, Juan Martín del Potro, Maria Sharapova coming up throughout the day, so stay tuned with us. Joey Brander here all tournament long. We'll be right back.